So still on the issue of the vacant seats, the fallout from recent judicial rulings is generating widespread debate, especially for the fact that there's another debate right now. Togbe Afede, a respected traditional leader, has expressed strong disapproval, describing some of the rulings as defying logic. This comes amid the growing concerns about the judiciary's role in political matters. We actually have an article in citynewsroom.com. Recent judicial rulings defy logic. Togbe Afede. And Togbe Afede, the Agbogbo Mafia of the Asogli state, has expressed concern over the recent tensions between the Speaker of Parliament and the judiciary, which he says have raised alarms among well-meaning Ghanaians. He criticized some judicial rulings, describing them as illogical and uninspiring. His comments come after former Supreme Court Judge Justice William Atugugba also raised issues over the composition of the Supreme Court panel that ruled in favor of the majority leader Alexander Afenyo's Markins suits, challenging Speaker Alban Gbabin's decision to declare 4 parliamentary seats vacant. Atugugba described the majority ruling as predictable, given the panel's makeup. Togbe Afede, in an interview with journalists on the sidelines of the 9th congregations of Essing Global College at Pong in the municipality at the Eastern region, lamented the state of the judiciary and its recent interpretations of the law. It's unfortunate, I quote, "It's unfortunate that a former Supreme Court justice said the judiciary has become very predictable. It's unfortunate. And some of the decisions that have been made by the judiciary have not been very inspiring. We want the judiciary that we all know exists to protect us all, ensures freedoms, and ensure fair justice delivery. But happenings recently have given us cause for concern. Sometimes, in some ways, the laws interpreted just defy logic." What are your thoughts on his assertion?
Let me start this way. Togbe Afede is a friend, a personal friend.
Okay.
I know him and he knows me. And so he's my chief.
Right.
Yes. I'm a Gan, but he's my chief.
Right.
Yes. My wife is from Pando.
Okay.
So of course, he's my chief. What I want to say on this is that he's entitled to his view. But I want to proffer my opinion in the context of the Constitution. Because Chris, when you say that it defies logic, from where was the logic pulled from? I'm talking the Supreme Court's determination. From the Constitution. Article 99, 97, it's there. Unless you want to somehow tell me that the Constitution is wrong. The Supreme Court justices are speaking to the Constitution, which gives the Supreme Court, the High Court specifically, the power to declare a seat vacant. Now, people say, but hold on, this happened during Honorable Michael Quay Sr.'s time, when they declared the Fomena seats vacant. Now, why did nobody challenge it? And I mentioned that Honorable Mahama Yaraga was maybe a lone voice, but nothing was done. He didn't carry it through. Why was nothing done by the NDC MPs specifically? I'll explain why. Because a seat has been declared vacant. They saw that there was a schism within the Fomena seats, Honorable Asiama, who had gone independent against the party. And so for them, it was in their favor. Thank you, Michael Quay Sr., the speaker then, for declaring the seat vacant. You know, divide and conquer. The MPP will lose a seat. So the NDC MPs kept mute. Instead of questioning and challenging the speaker, save Honorable Mahama Ayariga, why didn't you speak? Because it was in your favor. But it was, what the speaker had done, Michael Quay Sr., was in contravention of the Constitution. But you felt that it was in your favor.
Right.
But Alhamdulillah, Rabbil Alamin, he won as an independent, and then he sat with the majority. So it was cause 90 for the NDC. Now, the same situation has arisen. And the NPP, through Honorable Afenyo-Markins, Member of Parliament for
Right.
F2, has taken the matter up to the Supreme Court and said, hold on, what has transpired is against the law. It is ultra-virus, outside of the law, what the Speaker has done. And the Speaker has now been summoned. When I say summoned, this decision has been adjudicated on, and the Supreme Court has given its verdict. My chief, Togbe Afede, how does that defy logic when the Constitution codifies what has been now determined by the Supreme Court?
Right.
I would want him to answer that question respectfully.
All right, so while we wait on that question, and if he's watching, while he sends his answers to us, we'll take a quick break and then we'll come back and continue this conversation.